It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
Locke now on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Courtland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
The Jets' 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. For 23 yards on the play. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Jets
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 52 yards. They still can't get it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is caught, Watkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A gain of 3.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Out of the gun, Geis. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Slam. Waiting.
On the ground, Geis. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of
15 yards on the play. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lock. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler.
Lock's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Lindsay. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
A gain of 15. First down, Denver.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Lock. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you're...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Able to connect with Mims.
Darnold's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Room here to run. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
8-yard gain.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is good.
McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Geis trying to get to the outside, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
at the 20.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Locke working out of the gun. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 31. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
They'll run here with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Complete to Noah.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
53, 53, check 53.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. operating from the gun. Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st down, this is Geis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The tackle made.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Darnold completes it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And the pass complete to Anunwa. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
Now Locke, he lost the football to town, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Locke throwing complete here to Judy.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle there by Brian Poole. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
On the play. And the Broncos first down.
On on first down. It's Gordon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, good luck, offenses. You've got to identify where Isaiah Simmons is going to play on every snap, and sometimes he's going to rush the passer. But how about that play? Back in the secondary, getting an interception, and we saw that ability at Clemson. Sometimes he played as a pure safety and came off the hash in 2-deep coverage and made those types of plays. Isaiah Simmons is going to show up everywhere.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. And even 80 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. A toss right to Geis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
The kicker on for
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Third down, here's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try for Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Broncos 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they'll get the